right, folks, this is Sherman Ray, and this is the Livin in Vegas podcast. Time to get this show started. Well, good morning, everybody. This is Sherman Ray, and this is the Livin in Vegas podcast. I want to welcome you all to the show this morning. We come to you Monday through Friday to talk to you about the people, the places, the trends, the events that shape the city of Las Vegas. When you think of living in Vegas, folks, think living local. That's right, folks. We're going to talk about local happenings, and that's what we're going to do today. Happy Friday. I mean, it's actually a real cool day. Got some interesting things to talk about today, and hopefully you've got a lot of plans for this weekend. I mean, hopefully, here, I'm going to move this down just a little bit here. Just a little bit. Hopefully you've got a lot of plans for this weekend, that you're going to get a lot of stuff done. I know I am. Actually, I'm going to, and I'll tell you more about my weekend in just a second. I hope, if you were with us yesterday, you know what I'm going to be doing this weekend. I hope so. So, talk to Mama about it already, and maybe keep your fingers crossed. Monday we might have a guest on the show. So anyways, some of you, this might be, so I want to welcome you folks that are joining us on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, that kind of stuff. And thank you all for being a part of the show this morning. If you're joining us on any of our channels, join the page, folks. Don't just watch us, join us. Join us. Be a part of us. Either you're on the Livin in Vegas page or the Livin in Vegas mag page. Maybe you're on Livin Weekly or something like that. Join us. Just join. Just make the commitment. Doggone it. Just make the commitment. Join us. Or if you're watching us on YouTube, definitely hit the old button right here. It's right here in front of us, right there. Subscribe to the page. And every time that we have an update, you'll actually get an update on what we're doing, which is cool. And some of you, if you've not been to our new website, folks, I'm going to go to it right now on one of my computers here. And we've actually been changing up the websites a lot. And we're going to continue to change them, just trying to get everything on one page. So if you've seen our new website at livininvegas.com, you will notice that we're actually putting a lot more articles right on the front page, right at the top. So anything that we don't talk about here today, all you have to do is go to our website. Go to livininvegas.com, and it's there already. So I'm looking on the page right now, and yeah, we've got tons of articles on there. Also, and I'm going to put the magazine up there too. So if you want to see the magazine, it's on the website. So it's one of the first things you're going to see on the right-hand side is the Livin in Vegas magazine. This is our current edition with our friends Greg and Kristen Berta. They're the owners of Junk Luggers. Thank you for being a sponsor of the show and a sponsor of the magazine and everything else. Thank you so much for what you're doing. We're working on, this is the current edition of the magazine, so definitely you want to get there and you want to check that out. Also, we've got on the same page now, this is the cool thing. On the same page, we've got Livin Weekly magazine. So that's right. So we took Livin Weekly, and instead of having Livin Weekly on its own page where you have to leave Livin in Vegas magazine and go to the Livin Weekly magazine page, we've put it on the same page. I know you've been able to get there before, but now it is on the same page. So you can actually go up on the top. There's a tab that says Livin Weekly, and you just click the tab on Livin Weekly, and it will actually take you directly to the page, which is on the same site. And so you can download the magazine. You can see articles that we put on Livin Weekly. And so the new Livin Weekly will be up today. Past archives, the whole thing are on the same page, okay, or the same website. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah. So the Livin Weekly is on the same page. Also, we've got on the same page, folks. We've got Vegas Livin Expos. Oh, sorry. Let's move this out of the way. So Vegas Livin Expos is on the same page, on the same website. So once again, just go to the top of the page. It's all, so everything is on. So what we're trying to tell you Everything's on the same page. Okay, so top of the page says Vegas Livin Expos, and we are going to be promoting this a lot more in the coming weeks. It's all on the same website. Go to livininvegas.com. Livininvegas.com. You can get to everything right there. Okay? Yeah, that makes sense. I think so. Hopefully you guys will get there. Anyways, let's pay a bill or two, and we'll be back in just a second. Hi, everybody. It's Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas podcast. Are you a business owner that's looking to get the word out about his product, service, or even just a great message out there? Well, we'd like to give you that opportunity by being a guest on Livin in Vegas podcast. It's super simple. All you've got to do is contact us at advertising@livininvegas.com. That's advertising@livininvegas.com, and we'll schedule you for an interview on Livin in Vegas podcast. I'm Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas podcast, where we talk about the people, the places, the trends, and the events that shape the city of Las Vegas. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. And Vegas Livin Expos coming to your door, folks. Definitely go to our website at livininvegas.com. Hit the tab that says Vegas Livin Expos. Find out all about the Vegas Livin Expos Fall Festival happening August 3rd over at the Cannery. So just go to the website, folks, and you'll find out all about it. We're going to have 50 vendors, vendor booths, prizes, raffles, giveaways, the whole shebang. You can actually sign up on the website. Okay, even on that website right now. You can find out information on our website at vegaslivinexpos.com, or just go to livininvegas.com. All of them, they'll get you to the same place. Okay. Anyways, so let's talk about some interesting things that are going on this weekend. So I saw an article just recently, and it was talking about the Lake Mead water level, and many of you have heard of this already. That Lake Mead has been going down we've had a 20-year drought. This is something that happens on occasion, but we are living in it now. We went through a drought back in Vegas years ago, where it was just dry, but nothing like we've had now, where the lake level has just dropped. Now, we've even had times in Las Vegas where the water level was so high that it actually opened the spillways. Many of you probably lived here in those days, where they had to open the spillways because there was so much water in Las Vegas that they just had to do that. The water was just coming over the top of the thing. Well, now the water level is so low that people are really fearful that we're going to dry up and blow away. Fear not, though, folks. What is going on right now? There's a report that just came out today, matter of fact, and it said that it appears that the decline of water in the lake is easing a little bit, just a little bit. And what does that mean? Well, the lake goes through cycles. It just kind of goes through cycles where it's up high, it's down low, it's up high, it's down low. In the summer months, the water level actually starts to level out. And then during the fall, it'll actually start rising a little bit more. So it's expected. And some of you who've been here for many, many years know that this is what happens. But they measured the water level, and they said, wait a minute, we thought the water level was going to be down here. It's actually here. Not a lot. Okay, I don't want to get anybody's, I don't want anybody to say, hey, I said that the water level went up, 30 feet, because it didn't. But they were expecting it to drop a lot more than it actually is. They think it's part of the cycle and that the water level has eased a little bit. What they're hoping now is that it will continue to go back up because June 21st was the beginning of summer, but it's the hottest month of the year. So things are actually going to start getting cooler as we continue on. It's not going to be cold. Once again, I don't want anybody to think that Sherman said, hey, it's going to be cold next week. It's not, okay? It's going to be hot the rest of this month, but this is the hottest month of the year. Okay, June, July are the hottest months in Las Vegas, and it's not. It's going to continue to. It'll be hot. It's going to continue to cool off gradually. So instead of it being 110, it'll be 108. Okay. Um, Many of you have probably been approached by people coming to your doors telling you that, hey, I've got this, this petition for you to sign. I mean, probably some of you have seen this before. And the petition might not be what you think it is. So be very careful. We went to the Jazz in the Park about a month ago. Thank you, Manny Rodriguez, who gave me the tickets for it. And there was a guy who came up to us, and we're standing in line, a bunch of other people. Excuse me. Standing in line with a bunch of other people. And the guy goes, hey, you want to sign our petition? So, this one. Hey, you want to sign our petition? And I said, no, because I really need to read it. I'm that guy. I have to read it. And I want to take time, and then I'm going to research it. So I'm not going to just sign something. I am that guy who will look at it and go, okay, I'll get back with you. And if I feel like it's something I want to sign, I will sign it. But generally, I'm just not that guy. Well, and then other people were like, oh, yeah, sure. Give me a pen. Just sign it. So there are people going door to door now, and they are, especially now, there's a petition going around to address the open primary that we have right now. So right now, our primaries for our elections, you have to be in one of two camps. Either you're a Republican or you're a Democrat. Independents don't count, even though they're probably the largest group of people now. But they're not an official political party. Okay, independence is not an official. They're just saying that that's what they identify as. So you have to be a Republican or Democrat to vote in the primaries in our system. So they've got a petition going around saying, hey, we want to change that. We want to change the way you're voting so that, one, that you allow in people who are independents or green or whatever, and also that instead of you being Republican or Democrat as you run for an office, it's just the two highest people. Okay? So let's say you're two Democrats, you get the most electoral votes, or you get most votes, ballot votes. You go on to the general election, and that's for a partisan race. Okay, it's for a partisan race. Something like senator or congressman or something like that, assembly. So anyways, these guys are going around, and they're telling people, oh, guess what? Yeah, you got a brother-in-law? Yeah, you can sign for him. Yeah, no, you got a sister-in-law, uncle, auntie? Go ahead and sign for him. As long as I see you sign it, it's fine. As a matter of fact, when you sign this will reduce your rent. Yes, so they're lying. And so there are people who keep an eye on this stuff. They're saying that these people are coming to your door. They could be committing a felony in some cases. So be careful, folks. Just be careful that you don't sign any of these petitions before you know what they are. I mean, some of them are legit. There's no doubt about it. Some of them are legit, but some of them are not legit. Let's do one more story, and then we're going to let you go this Friday because it's Friday, folks. We're going to let you go. If you want to watch the rest of the video, folks, and you really, I know some of you really want to watch the rest of the thing, go to our website at livinvegas.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the page, and we've got all of our videos there. All of our archives are there, and you can actually watch that. Or you can go to you can go to YouTube and check it out on YouTube too, also. So that's right. So we're going to be ending in just a minute, folks, but we have one more story, okay? And then you can join us on our website. Clark County School District. Many of you know that we're having a shortage of everybody in the Clark County School District. And some of it has to do with the pandemic. Some of it has to do with teacher burnout. Some of it has to do with violence in the schools. Whatever, we have got a shortage. So they had another CCSD meeting. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And in that meeting, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. So in that meeting, that board of trustees meeting, a lot of people were there from the public, and a lot of people said, "Hey, what the heck is going on? We've got to get this under control because school, even though school just let out, like what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, it's coming back in another month or so." And so they're saying, "Hey, look, Superintendent Jesus Jara is kicking kind of the can down the road. And he's going, whatever we're doing." Uh, they even have teachers coming from other states who want to work here. They're saying, "I don't know if I'm going to do this because the attrition rate here in Clark County is so high. You need to give them more money. You just need to pay them more, and these teachers will stay here." And so there's what do they say? District officials said 26 schools have a vacancy rate of over 20%, mainly in North Las Vegas. That's huge. And I think there was actually, it's not in this article. We'll actually put this article on our website. They were saying that in some cases, it's higher than that. So we'll put a link to this and other articles on our website. There's a lot of cool stuff that's going on this weekend. Basketball this weekend. Talking about the Aces. I'll be playing this weekend. Oh, the Aviators. Oh gosh, I'm so upset about this. Aviators lost to Albuquerque Thursday. Oh gosh, that close. It was 4-3. 4-3. Can you believe that? And so it was a really close game. Their next game, gosh, when's their next game? Don't know. We'll put a link to it. Yeah, we'll put a link to it. But yesterday was beer night, and tonight they're having a free beach bag tonight. So I think they're playing tonight. Yeah, I think it's the next game's tonight. So anyways, we'll leave links to this and everything else, plus on our website, folks. Once again, it's changing all the time. You'll be able to check it out. We'll leave a link to the announcement about the Animal Foundation they're waiving their fees to adopt a pet this weekend. That's right, folks. I know. Get to check that out. It's so cool. I'm very excited about that. Anyways, we'll see you again Monday, folks, for the Livin in Vegas podcast. I'm Sherman Ray. We'll come to you Monday through Friday to talk to you about the people, the places, the trends, the events that shape the city of Las Vegas. When you think of Livin in Vegas, think Livin Local. We'll see you again Monday. For those of you who want to watch the rest of the show, folks, definitely go to our website at livininvegas.com. Scroll to the bottom of the page, and it'll be there. We'll see you again, folks. Bye-bye. Yeah. Well, we are back, folks. This is Sherman Ray, and this is the Livin in Vegas podcast. Thank you, folks, for continuing to join us for the rest of the show. A lot of stuff still to talk about, and you're going to be along for the ride, folks. Anyways, in the last segment, we were talking a little bit about some of the sports that are going on in the valley. We're getting. I know we talk about this on occasion about how many sports teams are coming to Las Vegas. But, folks, we're being overrun by activities. There are so many activities in Las Vegas that unless you just don't want to do anything, there's no reason why you can't be busy every single night of the week. There's always something going on for anybody any night of the week. And I know because I keep track of this stuff all the time. Definitely want to get involved with what's going on. So let's talk a little bit about the wedding industry. So the wedding industry here in Las Vegas, many of you know that we actually started our wedding industry here, like I think it was in 1922. Okay, 100 years later, the wedding industry here in Las Vegas or in the state of Nevada is bigger and better than it's ever been. Many of you know that the reason why we are actually the wedding capital of the world is because we were fulfilling a need. it was an economic need. In the early days of, in the early 1900s, the only way you can get married is you had to wait like 6 weeks. Take a blood test, blah, blah, blah. You had to jump through hoops and everything else. Well, here we were looking for, and just like a lot of locales, we're looking for a way to attract people here to the valley. We were still a very young city. And so we said, hey, guess what? We're going to waive all those things. We're going to waive all of that time. You can get married right now. Okay? As a matter of fact, if you want to get married right now and then get divorced tomorrow, that's it. And so that actually spawned our wedding industry. And of course, we added a few flares. We got Elvis. We've got, you could get married whatever. You can get married on a dock. You can get married in the desert. You can get married at Lake Mount Charleston, the lake, wherever you want to get married. We'll do it, and you can do it today. Okay, you don't have to wait. Go down to the wedding office, get your license. You're done. So, the last couple of years, though, especially with COVID, kind of seen a little dip. Well, they did a survey, and they asked the registrar, the lady who does the weddings. They said, "Hey, how are we doing?" We're on our way back. This is the first year in like 2 years that we've seen a little bump. And they're predicting that it's going to get better and better and better. So the 2021 numbers were actually good. And they said they're looking for the 2022 numbers. Many of you know we just hit 5 million people. Is it 5 million? Yeah, 5 millionth person getting married. I think that happened in February. Don't quote me on that because I do so many of these shows I forgot which one it is. But we hit our 5 millionth person, and it was a big deal. A big deal. I think it was a California couple that got married here. It was near because I got married February 2nd, we got married in 1909. No, we got married in 1991. But we got married February 2nd. And everybody wanted to get married on February 2nd because it would have been 02, 2022. So everybody wanted to get married on that day. Yeah, but we had already been married. So my wife and I had been married many, many years. So it was around that time that we hit the 5 millionth person being married. And it's pretty cool. Let's pay a bill here real quick, folks, and we'll be back with the rest of the show. Hi, everybody. It's Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas podcast. Are you a business owner that's looking to get the word out about his product, service, or even just a great message out there? Well, we'd like to give you that opportunity by being a guest on Livin in Vegas podcast. It's super simple. All you've got to do is contact us at advertising@livininvegas.com. That's advertising@livininvegas.com, and we'll schedule you for an interview on Livin in Vegas podcast. I'm Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas podcast, where we talk about the people, the places, the trends, and the events that shape the city of Las Vegas. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Folks, we are back. This is Sherman Ray. This is the Livin in Vegas podcast. If you're on our website right now, you probably noticed the difference on our website, where we've got a lot more articles right at the top of the website up here. If you're on watching us on YouTube, I really encourage you go to our website livininvegas.com and check out our new website. So our new website we're adding a lot more of the stuff that we would normally send out via newsletter. We're only sending out a few things via newsletter. The vast majority of things that we're putting out now are actually on our website. So links. So we actually have a links page on our website also. All the links that we're talking about on our website, articles on our website, videos on our website. So if you would like to find out about all the stuff that we are talking about on a daily basis, just go to our website at livininvegas.com. It's livininvegas.com. I like doing that. How much time do we have left? Oh, just a couple minutes. All right, so there was a story. Many of you know the Las Vegas Raiders have a storied past, a long legacy, and Al Davis, John Madden have a lot to do with it. I mean, these guys, if you think of the Raiders, especially the old Oakland Raiders, Al Davis, John Madden have got to come to mind. Well, these two guys were just inducted into the California Sports Hall of Fame. Pretty cool. They garnered 103 regular season games, 9 playoff games together, and yeah, they did good. They really are. When you think of a Hall of Fame coach, you're probably thinking John Madden. You're thinking of John Madden, the game, boom, that kind of stuff. Love John Madden, and personally, probably other than Tom Landry, John Madden is probably my number 1 coach. Yeah, well, he's my number 2 coach. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm now a Raider fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Raider fan now. Okay, but you can never take the cowboy out of the boy. You can never take the cow out of the boy. Get it? The cowboy. And so we're glad to be associated with the Raiders. They've done a great job, and we're so excited for these guys that they made it to the Hall of Fame. Very cool. In other news, so let's see on sports once again. So the Aces are playing again. I think they're playing tonight. No, Saturday. So they're playing against the Mystics Saturday, 7:00 game. And folks, if you probably heard the news about the WNBA All-Star team, where we've got Kelsey Plum, Asia Wilson, and oh gosh, what's the other girl's name? Oh my gosh, why don't I remember? Jackie Young. So Jackie Young, Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum were unanimous. And this wasn't even a hard decision for the voters. Asia Wilson by a wide margin was number 1. She was definitely the person that they said should be on the WNBA All-Star team. I personally would have had Kelsey Gray or Dearica Hamby. Hell, I would have had the entire team. We're just rock stars. I mean, just a rock star team. So anyways, the 3 girls, the women, excuse me, not girls, they're women. They are going to be on the WNBA team. So you'll get to see them Saturday night playing. And are we playing? Is this a home game we're playing? Let's see. I think they're playing away. I think it's an away game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an away game. Yeah, we're playing. No, we're playing home. Yeah, we're here. Woohoo! I might get to go to that game. I'm going to talk to my brother-in-law Chip, see if he's going, and love to go. I'll tell you, they're packing them out now. Yay! Because you know what? I think we are 13-3 now. Oh yeah, there was a time when Bill Laimbeer was coaching. You could get into the game, get to Gucci row, which is really low down. Like second, third row back. They call it Gucci. Gucci row is all the way down on the court, but you could get close to Gucci row for $10. Okay, and now you're probably not going to get there, but you still get a great seat in the house. It's over at the Mandalay Bay, and it's fun stuff. So they're playing at 7:00 on the 25th. They're playing against the Washington Mystics, and it should be a fantastic game. So definitely want to get out there. And also, the Aviators are playing, and the Aviators are playing tonight. So if you want to go to a great game, go to the Aviators tonight. Really, once again, there's really not, unless you just don't want to do anything in Vegas, there's always something to do. We have shows. We've got comedy shows. We've got, music. There's something, and sports. We got something for everybody. Let's say you want to go out to a show over at the Smith Center. Get out there. Or go downtown. There's a couple of comedy shops downtown. Enjoy that. Or head over to the Horse Trailer Hideout, which is one of my favorite places to go. Just a little bar. A little bar that serves their own beer. You can go out there and just hang out and watch the people walk by. So So stinking fun. Anyways, once again, folks, I really appreciate you being here. Definitely go to our website at livininvegas.com, livininvegas.com. Check out all the articles. We'll have them all up there in another, 15, 20 minutes or so. And all the links to all the stuff we've talked about, you can actually have that. And once again, folks, we will see you again next week for Livin in Vegas podcast, folks. This has been Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas, where we talk about the people, the places, the trends, the events that shape the city of Las Vegas. When you think of Livin in Vegas, folks, think Livin' Local. We'll see you again next week, folks. Bye-bye.